As I'm sure you already know because it was huge news on the internet, it was probably some of the most shocking news about GameStop saying, oh, we're not closing down retails. We're an essential business. People need us. They're alone at home. They're bored. They won't be able to survive without Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and only we can get it to them. The worst possible PR, and they did it because they needed the money. GameStop was looking for money like that heroin addict family member you have. We've all been there. Uncle Junebug. Whenever you think you're on the up and up, Junebug start fucking up, stealing your stuff. Like, come on, baby, loan me some money. Loan your Uncle Junebug some money. I'm gonna get you your stuff back. Where's my stereo, Junebug? I'm gonna get it back. Yeah, that has nothing to do with this. Anyway, GameStop got roasted for exposing their workers to a horrible situation, to the point of where even legislation from government entities had to step in. Like the governor, Tim Wolf, I believe was of Pennsylvania, put a notice of closure on GameStop, letting them know until otherwise noticed that the place was closed and no one was going to enter that building without an N5 respirator mask, so on and so forth. GameStop did close some retailers in the heaviest hit areas. I hear some in New York is still open. I don't know if they closed. But anyway, here's the interesting thing, because I've wasted enough of your time. Well, it seems GameStop is in trouble again. Not really surprising. But this one was a real mind bender. Now, this was published by the Boston Globe. But the weird thing is, whenever I click it on my web browser, they want me to pay for a subscription to the Boston Globe. I'm kind of like, yeah, no, I can always go elsewhere for it. Not only was GameStop recently slammed for not closing during the whole you-know-what virus, because I can't say it, I'm not Philip DeFranco or Markiplier or H3H3. I can't use the C word. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Anyway, the virus that basically is turning everything on its head in America because our government wasn't ready for it, even though they saw it was happening around the world, they decided to drag their feet anyway. GameStop figured they'd power through. That's because GameStop is not in a good financial place. As I've stated before, and I'm sure everyone else has said before, I just recently found out that GameStop is going to close permanently over 300 more stores that will meet or exceed the number of stores they closed in 2019. GameStop is on its last legs. So that explains this absolute madness. It's like they refuse to let go. Maybe if they, cut some of those CEOs' yearly salaries in half, you could do a little better. Screw GameStop. Who cares? They screwed me back when I was a console gamer, man. You could literally buy a game. They wouldn't get your refund on it, even if it sucked. Like you could bring the game back the same day, and GameStop would be like, sorry, no return policy, but we can't give you store credit. And you're like, okay, fine, I'll take the store credit. And it'd give you half the price of the game. It came out literally 12 hours ago, and now it's like half price. Eat my ass, GameStop. Burn. Anyway, GameStop now tells employees to wrap their hands in plastic bags during work.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Wow. What a surprise. That's leadership right there. Except this won't work for people who work in New York. Because in New York, this new bill just passed like a few weeks ago where we're getting rid of all plastic bags from retailers. So you have to bring in your own bag. So what are the people in New York that work at GameStop supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? They're going to have to take trash bags because there's no longer game bags for you to carry. Jesus Christ. It doesn't surprise me as GameStop. They never gave a shit. GameStop gives as little shit as iDubbbz's eyes did when he was like, I'm fine with my girlfriend selling photos and OnlyFans. And you just cue in the hello darkness, my old friend. I'm not doing that because last time I did it, I lost my entire video's ad revenue to Hall & Oates. Not Hall & Oates, Simon and Garfunkel. Hey, Simon and Garfunkel, screw you too.
Didn't that to you? I'll get you, bitch. Get on the ground.
Oh man, I knew I should have did a video today. I got too much anger in my soul. Yada yada yada, since the novel, what virus and worldwide spread at the beginning of the year, both government and businesses have been making difficult decisions about closing stores and taking working people away from their income. None of these choices have been easy for anyone, but GameStop in particular seems to have had a hard time following the rules. In spite of assembling an internal task force to help protect employees and customers against the virus. I said that word. It also made decisions that some seen as problematic. I got some inside information from a GameStop worker, right? All right, only the full-time employees got to stay home if they wanted to and would be paid. Only employees that qualified. So store managers were qualified for that, assistant managers, and everyone higher up. All the lower people, like a manager position, SGA, and the position below that, a GA, would not be paid for not going, like, for basically if a store closed down due to the virus. GAs literally stopped getting hours because corporate cut all store hours from 120 hours a week to 91. So this person who worked for GameStop, I'm not going to give their name or gender because you never know, went from having 7.5 hours a week to absolutely none, and they were forced to stay home. So basically, only the GameStop employees that qualified, got any pay at all. Everyone else below that level was forced to go to the unemployment registration. And as we all know, the unemployment site crashed from all the people trying to get on it. So I'm guessing all the people who are GAs are the ones that have to work with plastic bags in their hands. Curbside pickups, taking payments from customers with bags wrapped over their hands to avoid direct contact with customers' hands and payments. Employees have been instructed to open the door just enough to take the payment with the bag around their hands, then run their cards afterwards. Goods can be delivered in the bag the employee had wrapped around their hands to the customer still standing at the door. So, how many bags do you have in your hands? Is it 1 or 2 bags? Do you need 1 bag to hold the door open, and then you have another bag on your hand to take the payment? Then what? Do you close the door and lock it, and then you run back to the machine, and you swipe it with the bags on your hands, right? Then, you take the payment, blah, 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 game. Then you give them the bag you used to hold it as if it was like disease to all hell. Why not just give the employees rubber gloves? How crazy is that? Am I crazy here? Or is that asking too much? See, beforehand, my informant from GameStop told me that originally they only allowed 5 people in the store, including managers and employees. So if a family of people showed up, literally half the family had to stand outside to make a purchase. So now we've moved to the point of where it's like, we'll open the door and you can squeeze your money in, please, which I knew they'd do. I wonder if like game stores in the future will have like a deposit box that opens up and slides like a bank in a bad neighborhood in the future, just in case another pandemic arises. I was also told that GameStop was trying to help employees by, get this guys, by getting them 1 bottle of hand sanitizer to share between everybody in the store. GameStop is truly amazing. It really is. Like, this pandemic has basically shown us just how little GameStop corporate cares, how focused they are on keeping their margins, that they're just like, okay, you can return to work, and to be safe, take some bags and put them on your hands. Can we have some gloves? No, Stewie, stop asking for gloves. It's not in the budget. We have 1 bottle of hand sanitizer. Now share it, you idiots. The article also touches on this is after GameStop is closing 320 stores nationwide. Makes the company not look so good. This is a pretty damning quote. Businesses have stayed open to make money and stay in business, but GameStop seems determined to do it regardless of the safety of their customers and employees. After the leak call of the GameStop executive who seemed to be downplaying how dangerous the virus was, this just seems to be like more bad press for the gaming giant. There's a lot of bad news coming from around the world, but most companies are realizing that they can't risk the health of their employees and customers just to stay open. Impressive. It's pretty, it's peak GameStop. I mean, you've heard it all before. You know how GameStop is. That's like me telling you the people who run YouTube are completely and utterly, grossly out of touch with what makes the platform popular and what people actually want. And they don't know how to help the content creators, and they focus too much on trying to help big media businesses. At that point, you go, Gundam, water's wet and the sky's blue. Tell me a new story and dance, you clown. And now, footage of Billy during quarantine.
I turned off the lights so I don't disturb her rest. Now this is a quality stream. I see why 3,000 people showed up for this. And only 1,000 showed up for Gundam's stream because he's a scrub. He doesn't know how to put on good high-class entertainment like this. This is prime time entertainment. Oh, she's awake. She's awake. Hello. Hello, my little sweet. Hello to the people at home. Now, look at this loser trying to get Amrath's attention.
Congrats.
You gotta give her money for that, you scrub. You big fat scrub. I can just eat you up. I just wanna do something special for all the ladies in the world. And the girls. Oh, you sexy hermaphrodite ladies with your sexy lady bits and your sexy man bits too. Even you must be into you. Ooh, ooh. All the ladies in the world. I want to get next to you, show you some gratitude. Ooh, ooh. I'm making love to you. Get out of here, dog. We're doing this cool thing. It's called a gimbal. Right now, people can see me up close and personal because I'm now an influencer. Oh my God. Get off me, mutt. That's my arm. Influencer. Thanks to wrong company. Thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for helping me afford my new, what is this thing, Stu? This camera that helps me vlog. We're vlogging right now. These are all my favorite Twitch videos. Would you like to see a few?